Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today. Hello, African Diaspora News Channel family. I am your host, Reneilwe Morema, reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. Listen, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video where I spoke about Julius Malema encouraging the masses in Eastern Cape Manifesto to go out and have babies.
Make babies, I will pay for them.
Comrades, enzana bantwana, ngizawukhokhela mna. Because siyayidabula a child grant from 510 to 1,020 rand because our children deserve better. Don't be lazy. Please, don't be lazy. Enzana bantwana, SG, lingalali.
Just not the Eastern Cape Manifesto, but the manifestos just around the country. He encouraged us to go out, have babies, because we need to multiply ourselves and leave a long-lasting legacy. But I questioned his statement. I called his statement careless because, first of all, looking at the situation and the economy of South Africa, we are not really in the right state to be having multiple kids. I'm not saying people should not have kids because that's a personal preference. But looking at the way things are going, I don't think we are at the right state to be having multiple kids. And the fact that he says, have these kids because I will increase the grant from 500 to 1,020. I will take care of your kids. I want to ask Mr. Malema, do you know the average salary of a lower class income? Because South Africa is such an unequal state and we are essentially confronted with issues of poverty, lack of education. Some people don't even fully exercise living in freedom. So right now in South Africa, we are surrounded by lower income class households, meaning they earn between 4,000 a month to 6,000 a month. And that's if you work in retail, your pick and pays, your checkers as a cashier or your waitresses. A lot of those essentially work in that kind of field. They do that kind of jobs. Right now, unemployment rate is through the roof. And for you to make such a careless statement, I still stand by what I said. It's such a careless statement to go tell the people to do. And no, my mind is not colonized. I am not reading the facts, the European facts. A lot of people on the comment section colonized. These facts are cooked by European people. They do not know Africa. But I live in South Africa. I experience the life here in South Africa. And I am telling you right now, the situation is very tricky. The situation is really bad. The government can barely absorb this, or give out these social grants. We can hardly keep up. And with the amount of corruption that is happening in South Africa, we are not in the right state. So if you can look, Eastern Cape, for example, is the poorest province in the country. So when you tell these youth people, you know how excited they get. When you tell these youth people to go out and have children, what are they going to eat? What are they going to clothe? According to Old Mutual, that I read online, a statement on Old Mutual, an average, it takes between 10,000 to 15,000 to fully secure your child, to fully raise your child. I'm talking about healthcare. I'm talking about education, insurance. I'm talking about just basic insurance that you need to make a living in South Africa. And looking at the unemployment rate, a lot of people don't earn that much money. I am a parent, and right now I am telling you, it is difficult to take care of my child, even when I work two jobs. Even though I work two jobs, it's still a bit tricky and difficult. I'm not going to address the trolls. I read each and every comment, and I must say that as Black people, we need to find a way to communicate with each other. And I feel like the African diaspora brings us together, brings this platform together, or gives us the stage to know how to communicate with each other and look past the cultural boundaries. At the end of the day, we are all Black people, guys. We are all black people. We should learn to communicate with each other. So you coming out on social media and calling me an airhead, dragging my son into the mix, no. It just says a lot about our community. We still have a lot to go in terms of Ubuntu, in terms of addressing each other. We can have different perspectives, guys. We can have different opinions about matters. So as long as we keep respectful when we address each other.
Comrades, enzana abantwana ngizawukhokhela mna because siyayidabula i-child grant from 510 to 1,020 rand because our children deserve better. Don't be lazy. Please, don't be lazy. Enzana abantwana SG lingalali.
So when Julius Malema retweeted a tweet, one of his followers said something on Twitter saying, I'm an airhead, I'm stupid. What that tells me, or how I read it, or how I see it, is that you are saying I shouldn't have different perspective. I should not have different opinions on certain matters when it comes to the EFF. Am I getting it right? I feel like you retweeting that kind of opened the floodgates for people to disrespect people that have different opinions from your point of views. So I didn't appreciate that, and I would have loved it if you would have contacted our channel so you can clarify a few things. And if I'm wrong, educate me, because at the end of the day, I'm still young. I'm still learning. I am not politically inclined. I am now finding my voice in the political landscape of South Africa, and I would have appreciated if you called our platform to have a chat. Let's do it. Let's have a chat. Educate me. Where am I wrong? What am I missing? Because I live this life every single day to see that we are not in a good position to have babies carelessly and randomly, but I'm not stopping anybody from having kids. So it would have been nice to have Julius Malema on the platform. As you can see, Mr. Scott is in South Africa. He is exploring South Africa, the cultural dynamics of South Africa, the political landscape. We've done multiple interviews, and he got to experience South Africa for what it truly is. And it would have been nice for you to be on this platform to educate him even further, and put me in my place nicely. I'm not a difficult person. So for the people that disagreed with me and gave me their point of view, I take it to consideration. I take it to heart. I hear what you're saying. But at the end of the day, we have different opinions. But I want to thank you for keeping it respectful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This response was unplanned. I felt the need to just voice out what I've been feeling. And because I trust y'all, we are all family. I trust y'all. And I thank y'all for trusting us, for educating and informing you through the power of media. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News channel. My name is Reneilwe Morema. It has been an absolute pleasure.